This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
And I'm your host who would have cracked his golem way ahead of time, Davis Bates.
Yes, this episode is our weekly anime review, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo!
Weekly anime review.
Yes.
Great anime.
Yes.
Delayed episode. Yes, it usually comes out on Mondays. We had a coming out on Wednesday because presidents.
Yes. Yes. A holiday.
yes,
Yeah.
presidents.
Washington's birthday.
Is that?
I believe that's why it's President's Day. I think it's Washington's birthday.
That would make sense. The first president.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So we're a little delayed. I went home, so I couldn't watch any anime. But then I
I
actually
drink copious amounts of alcohol, so
couldn't watch any anime.
I couldn't record anything. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And then we watched anime, and they're all amazing.
Of course.
Again.
Again. This is gonna be a long ass episode.
It's gonna be a great episode.
Oh hell yeah! It's gonna be a great episode.
I'll give you time to think about this because I think we gotta add a new segment at the end of each week.
Okay.
Episode of the week.
Oh, I like that. I like that one
Yeah.
actually. I like that.
We each pick our own.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
gonna win? Who's gonna win?
But we're gonna start with the anime that we always start with because we think it will end up being the best this season. I don't know. All these anime are
It's
really
tough.
great.
Shangri-La Frontier is really pushing.
Shangri-La Frontier is
It's
really
pushing
good.
hard.
Yeah, there's just Solo Leveling has that like one thing. I'm like, there's something to it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
yeah.
I agree with you. But...
So we're gonna start with Solo Leveling. What a great episode! What an awesome episode!
Oh my god. How is this kid alive? He got so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so lucky. He should be dead. Dude, when that Cerberus thing was just beating him around like a rag doll, I was like, there's no goddamn way. When he lost his limbs and his arms the first time, I'm just like, there's no goddamn way.
I know
This is one of the most brutal beatdowns I've like seen from on a protagonist ever. Like, it was.
I was like,
It was
get out of
bad.
there, dude.
Yeah.
Get out. I would have instantly been like, yep, too much.
Yep. Oh, I can't handle this. Bye.
You can definitely tell he didn't play a lot of video games growing up.
No, that's true. I mean, yeah. I think he had, yeah. And then he definitely didn't play video games and became a hunter or became a teenager because he work anyways for his mom and all that stuff. So yeah, that shucks. But yeah, but he did play that like a video game person essentially. Like, just I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna use up every item I have to try and beat this one thing.
I would have dipped.
I would have dipped too, but like
I would have started. Which he did try to dip, I guess technically. But I would have started like maybe. And then you're like, nope. This is way too high of a level.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
But you only have the one chance right now with the teleport stone. So like the next time you come back, unless you got another one, would be the only time.
Obviously, it was good that he full on fought it because he was gonna.
Oh yeah, super cool.
And
Kind of makes the theory you have though of the game of the leveling system giving him things he can handle at his level.
yeah, clearly not. Yeah,
clearly not because that was kicking his
which is
ass.
even cooler.
Oh, it's great.
Because that's a classic like video game thing. You're like, I'll be fucking back.
I know.
Like, I'm not strong enough for this yet.
Yeah.
But I'll be back for it.
That whole world area too, just being like being the square he entered in, just on fire was
that was awesome.
that is perfect design.
It's
That's
like
like
Demon
that's
King's
like
castle.
exactly. It's like actually looking like hell and all this stuff. It's just like a twisted unreality. It's like, oh, this is so cool.
And it's used constantly in a lot of anime and fantasy. But Demon King is just always cool. Like defeating the Demon King is always cool.
Yeah, it was this and another anime, Frieren.
Yeah,
their whole concept was they beat the Demon King.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's always cool.
He's
It's
a
always
baddie.
cool.
He's a baddie.
I mean, Solo Leveling really, it only had there's really only like 2-3 things happen this episode. Jinhu or whatever.
Jinwoo.
Is the main character, right?
Yes.
The other kid's name is like Jin Yu. Or
I don't
like
know
that.
Korean stuff, man.
Yeah. He wanted like offered him what was it, 30 billion. I don't know what Korean.
That
money
has
is.
to be like 30 million or 3 million or something.
Well,
like
I don't
that
know.
has to be.
I don't know what Korea's money is.
Yes, I'm pretty sure this was a Korean thing. I've done zero research. Anyways, but yeah, that kid. I love that kid. He's a great guy. I would really like him to work with Jinwoo and all that stuff and help him. That kid is dumb as a sack of bricks. Like, you're gonna threaten the dude you just watched kill all these hunters that were above your level to the point where you were like in his head, you're just like, he's probably an A ranker and all this stuff. It's like, dude, this kid could wipe you out, and that's why the death stare was amazing.
Yeah. It's 22 million.
20 million? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. You pretty much don't have to worry about rent ever again.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. I do want him to join.
I want that whole thing to happen. I do want that whole thing to happen because I want this kid. I want Jinwoo to have friends because I'm really scared he's going down the path. Like it'd be cool, but I'm really scared he's going down the path of like, oh, I'm a monster now. Let's go.
He's going pretty.
Especially after I know this episode was sort of him like supposed to be dealing with the trauma of killing those hunters and all that stuff. He kind of just like. I can't get drunk now. Wild.
Yeah, that was interesting though.
I know, yeah, that was cool.
I was like, I don't know if I'd like that or not. Because I like being tipsy. If I could not get hammered, I would love it.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? Here's how I wish the health recovery thing worked for alcohol. Is like, you can get drunk, but when you wake up, it detoxes over like 4 hours. So when you're asleep, you wake up like you weren't drinking at all. I'd be like, this is the best power
That'd
ever.
be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then it works immediately on every other poison though.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is
this is one exception. The one exception.
Well, this is great.
Yeah, that was wild. That was.
And then the ending was also I liked how the guy he killed's brother, who is so insanely badass.
He must be an S ranker.
Must be an S ranker. He's currently not in the city that wherever they are.
He's in a different country, I think.
It seems like
he might be in America. I'm not 100% sure.
It looks like it kind of. But what I liked is like he's like, I like how that's not an immediate thing. Like that's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So he's got time. He's got time to build up. Because no way he could beat that guy right now.
No. That dude looks insane. He looks insanely strong. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness. When he was breaking the tablets and stuff, it was like, oh man. I wish I could just do it in the bare hand. That'd be cool.
I know.
Wish I looked like that guy. That'd be kind of cool.
Just look like him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But that was crazy.
That's pretty much the gist of that.
Yeah, it was. Once again, we saw when he killed the Cerberus thing, when his blue eye
the blue eye thing is always
his hunter eye, his leveling eye. I don't know what to call it, but it's so badass.
Oh yeah, and you got that. That was really cool too. It was like a secret quest to double up all of his like daily.
Yeah. Well, that's how he got the key.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I thought that was. And him just crapping out his sister for like he's like, well, if you eat KFC, you're gonna be fat.
I like that. Yeah, that was good. I mean, different countries, different cultures.
Every once in a while, though, I'll just look at these characters. I'm like, these are the pointiest chin characters. I've ever seen.
Probably that's how I've seen. There's been a couple webtoons that I've seen that are like that sort of design they do. I think it's like, there's not being a mean thing. I think it's easier to draw it that way.
That makes sense.
So like that they only put out because like usually these stuff is like made by one person at the time. They're just like scribbling as fast as they can.
That makes sense.
But
very good episode. I can't wait to see where this show is just one of those shows. I'm just like, give me more.
I want all of your
information.
Lore. I was very happy that they just didn't just give him the key. They just didn't cut out with him because I got another feeling where it was like he's opening the portal and going through. We're gonna get a cut, and then it didn't. It's like, yes, make this be the trend.
I like that trend. Mm-hmm. Just like show us more.
Yes.
But yeah. Let's move on from solo leveling because I know the other ones are going to take us a lot longer to go through.
Yeah.
And to the next anime that we have in our next order, Shangri-La Frontier.
Yes.
I love this show.
This show's amazing, dude.
I said it. I said this when we were a few episodes in that I might like it more than Demon Slayer. I like it more than Demon Slayer.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I said it when I think we were like 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
I love this show. I think this show is so cool. I don't know what it is. We should have jumped on the wagon, but it clearly like literary RPG, like Dungeon Crawler Carl, and like characters like leveling up and stuff is an explosion right now.
Yeah.
Solo leveling, Shangri-La Frontier, like Dungeon Crawler Carl will get big because we read it.
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah, that's facts.
But this episode was great.
This was an amazing episode. Weatherman's final little bit there was great. The weird thing, like so everything with Weatherman, spectacular. I literally could have, that could have been the episode for me. I could have watched all that and just been done. Oh, that was so nice. And the Setsuna going away. I know it's a video game, so they didn't really have to do that weird little, I'm just a memory of a person. Just like, but you still pretty much have a soul, so why not just make Setsuna? But whatever, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's a story.
I know it's a story and all that stuff, but it's very cool. Weatherman's gone. The announcement they did what I wanted to. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, I wanted everyone to tell. I wanted that game to tell the entire world.
That was so cool.
Someone beat them to it.
That was so cool.
That was the best, and also everyone freaking out over it too. Like
the one like library nerds, were all like get the professor, which I'm like that's really cool.
Well, his wife is in charge of the Wolf Guild.
Yeah, which is super cool. Yeah. Like and get the professor and all his knowledge, and also the orchestra is one of the unique things. Whatever that means.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Yes,
the orchestra.
Yeah, I don't
know. Go to that one next.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The other one looks like a wolf and like a dragon thing. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We've seen those before.
No, we got it.
But yeah, I love the way the announcement happened too. It was like a bell and ringing off. I also love can never remember the name of the guild, but Saiger Zero's sister.
Saiger Zero's sister.
She's the head
I can't remember what it's called.
guild.
Yeah.
I love her as a character because she seems like she's evil.
What is that guild called? Yeah, you're right.
I know, I can never remember their
I
name.
can never remember what it is.
She's the attack master, and
I'll figure it out. It'll come to me sometime.
But I like her sister because at first she's like, how disgusting we let someone beat this dude. I was like,
I know.
She sucks. She's gonna be a total bitch, and she's just not.
She's a gamer. Yeah,
she loves the game.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And then she's just like, when she's like, I'm gonna meet them and connect with them. Like,
I know, yeah.
She just wants them to, like, just
they're all people. So they're not actually these characters. They're just like regular people playing the game.
And then she's like, she's like, my sister said she was talking to a guy. I should support this. Oh.
Hey, 2 birds, 1 stone, man. 2 birds, 1 stone. That is going to be so good. The new, oh my god, they definitely just added this, so you just have Ashura Kai get their asses kicked. Was adding in the system where you can call out to a friend to come help you. That was sick.
That was
awesome.
awesome.
I knew Saiger was coming because obviously she ran away to go help him, but I was like, I didn't know she was going to teleport right there. And then as it's happening, it's just like, you're fucked. You're fucked. I laughed. It's like, you're fucked. You're so dead. Ashura Kai, you're so dead.
So dead.
You have no chance right now.
That kid's a loser.
I love that his sister just like, yeah, you're a dork.
Yeah. You
get bent.
Yeah, I love it. Also, Saiger Zero's sword.
Ooh.
My God.
Oh my
that
God.
was awesome.
That
when
was
she charged it and her armor went black and yellow and the sword turned, I was like, the sword
and all the chanting she was doing and like all the symbolism there, and I was like, I'm cloaked, or I'm cloaked in light and shrouded in darkness, and shit like that. It's like dualities and that put aside their differences. I was like, what is going on right now?
Also, I love Sunrocker just like being like, he's like, oh my God, look at this, like narrating it.
It's a video game, man. It was awesome.
I love it.
Because that's what I really like about the show and how they're doing this. Sorry to cut you off real fast, but that's what I really like about the show and how they're doing this, because like Sword Art Online, all seriousness, because for a while I thought that was how you're supposed to play VR. Like there's no stakes, but this show did something really cool and really serious, beating Weathermon and all that stuff. I was invested in that. I was really pumped with that. And then they just cut right back to, oh yeah, this is a video game. Nothing really matters in here. So like we can just have fun, still be goofy after being one of the biggest bosses in the game.
Yeah.
Like if you were in Sword Art Online that happened, they'd be freaking celebrating on floors.
Yeah.
Like forever.
True. Yeah, that's so true. That's why I think like, I know like it shows the computer room and everything, and shows like world story progressed 12% or something. I really, really hope, I am actually 1000% fine. There's no world story. Like,
really?
In the actual world. I don't need it. This story in the video game is cool enough.
It's really
And that's
good.
all the characters care about. I don't want any like real world, like if they make money or something, sure, or something. But if they're also like, you find out the company in charge is like criminals or they're doing something nefarious, I'm like, we don't need this. We don't. The story's already been so good without it. Just give me the story of the game.
What are you talking about right now?
What?
The world story is the
I
world story
said
of the
the
game.
actual world story, like the story of like the actual world.
I'm very confused. Like, okay, so the world of Shangri-La Frontier.
There's like a fake world like video games, and then the actual world where we live in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, like the real world.
You don't want. Okay, so you don't. I got confused there. The world story they're talking about is a story in the game,
yes,
right?
Okay.
We're
watching the same show. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said
you threw me off there for a second when you were going off that, but I'd be fine with that though.
It's just unnecessary. It's not needed.
I think it's just gonna be one of the cool ass like coder game people that doing stuff like.
And I'm saying if it's like small little things, sure, but if it also becomes like the main storyline, I'm like, oh no.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But I don't think it's gonna happen either, because I don't think you need any real world.
Well, they don't. I mean, they don't. But the whole point,
like you just said, that's great. It's like there's no real world consequences.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this better than all of like Sword Art Online. Is like there's no like it's just the story of the game.
You might be right in thinking this way, but I think they're just like, I think that company is just about like, oh no, this is an amazing game. We're just talking about the story of the game. Whenever we see that computer, I don't think there's any real world story.
No, I
don't think that has any like indication.
I'm just saying I hope there is.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be, because I have no need for it. I think it's just all I think it is just to show like when an event happens or progression happens in the story.
It's always that. I do want to know. Well, we will get the main creator of the game, or probably the owner of the company, because they've shown her silhouette before, and every time something happens in this game, it's the one computer that's hers.
Yeah.
But so we will get that eventually, but that could be an in-game thing. Like, So I'm totally, yeah. I don't think there will be a real. I think the game is all they got.
It doesn't need no like nefarious like I actually built the game so everyone would die. It's like, oh, we didn't need this for this.
But going off that real fast. beating one of the unique monsters of the world only moved it 1%.
When it went to 11 to 12?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
It only went 11 to 12, yeah. It only moved 1%. It's like, I'm thinking at least 5% here, but like...
That's good. I didn't even notice that. I thought it went from 0 to 12%.
I was like,
that's even better.
I mean, that game is gigantic.
Yeah, it looks huge.
Or
and
that other Colossi need more of the story.
They keep up. Yeah, that one, I'm assuming he was the easiest one. Or one of the easiest ones.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, he has a level maxer, so everyone gets a level maxed.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't be that, like, strong if it's got to bring down the level of everyone.
I guess that's fair. Yeah,
Because if a bunch of like 100 level people fought him, they probably would have.
I guess it's a fair point, yeah.
And he was like the easiest to find. So
yeah, I guess easiest. They randomly picked it, but yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, they randomly found him, but he's always has the same spot where the other.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, the other one just randomly spawned. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm hoping he's the easiest one because that would be stupid if he wasn't.
Yeah, I'm dying to know what his story is though. With like everything he said there was like, oh, this is super cool. All nonsense what you just said to me. When Setsuna blue-balled us too, it's like, you should go out into the world and find it yourself. It's like, bitch, no, tell us it all right now.
Don't Luffy us.
I know.
Rayleigh's got all the information. Just take it, man.
You're part of the second frontier. What does that mean? Was there a first one? Is this the second game? I don't know.
Yes, I don't know either, and I'm very, very excited.
I'm pumped.
And then, of course, the mini was.
This was my favorite mini so far.
I missed Umul. She's great.
I know.
Umul's an amazing character. That's how good the show is. Like, first off, the last 4 episodes before this were just them fighting Weathermon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's literally all it was, and it was amazing. And we didn't have Umul, who I love Umul.
Yeah, Umul was.
She's so funny.
She's hilarious. When she beat up her brother, because her brother was just like, I'm pretty sure that was just you under Sunraku and you under a cloak there. But it's like, oh, shut up.
We experienced technical difficulties.
Stop hitting me.
I like even Sunraku. He's like, as you can see.
I don't care about this. There's a world eater worm behind me.
I think Sunraku and Umul are so great together.
They're a great duo, yeah. They're a great duo. Once again, the show showing that they can have a great duo, a great trio, a great party.
That's
overall,
true. The trio aspect. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I'm pumped to see if she comes back like different because she has to pay a penalty and all that stuff after she dies. She's definitely dead. There's no way she's surviving that. Also,
before what was that move called though? That was called something. It was such a good name.
Something world.
She swung it and it said it and I was like, "Bleh."
Something world. Regardless. I've watched it a few times. I can't remember now, but both great swords in that fight too. And I love how Pentagon just keeps like, I don't need 2 arms to fight people. It's like, all right.
I did love also the greatness of Cyber 01. She was like, is whatever his actual name is in Pentagon, are they close? And then she gets there and he's like, thanks for coming. She's like, he's calling me. And she's like, he's staring at me so deadly. I was like, this show is great. I love when she's like, my sister clan master told me if I ever see you, I should kill you or you run away or something. And Sanako's like, you're like a cockroach. And she's like, I'll kill both of you. And Ketsu's like, I didn't even say anything yet. I think he goes, I didn't even say anything yet. like he was going to. Yeah.
Oh, this is what a great group. What a great group.
They are a great.
I cannot wait to see what they do. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for Pentagon to come back. Maybe it's a different character. Maybe she'll retool. Maybe she'll make a new profile.
That'd be kind of cool.
Go for a Smurf account.
She's
got the skills.
Something she would do.
Honestly, Soccer. I know it's his first account. He pretty much has a Smurf account. He's better than his level.
That is true.
Like he's way better than his level.
He does have a Smurf because even like Cyber Zero's sister pointed it out. She was like, that guy.
I know.
Who was in 3Demia like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Which I was like, or maybe she said like 3 weeks ago.
Because it was a month. It's been at least a month.
Yeah, I think she said
because it took a month from the level and all that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, great stuff. I love that show.
Right. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. We have more anime. Let's keep going.
Yeah. One quick pause, and we're back.
Yes, we needed more LaCroix. LaCroix.
It's LaCroix.
LaCroix. LaCroix.
It sounds like
that's what we drink.
Sounds like
a
fighting
defy
technique.
you, YouTube, to tell me different.
Sounds like a fighting technique. LaCroix. But on to the next anime, another great anime, Mashle Magic and Muscles season
2.
Yes. Another great episode, obviously.
The show is that. Why do we have? I don't know what age we're living in right now, where it's all our anime don't miss. They don't miss, and it's been like we're going on 2 cycles now. This anime where these anime don't miss at all in a single episode. It's crazy.
This season has probably been the best season we've had in a minute.
Yeah,
there's just so many.
Last season was great too.
No, last season was so great, but I mean like amount.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
I agree with that. Yes.
Amount wise.
Wait, we're reviewing like 5, 6 anime right now.
It's like I was like Ninja Comedy. Like you watch that, and I'm gonna watch.
We thought we were putting that on there.
we're
It's
like,
we were probably pushing 2 hours on these things.
I really do like the most popular list on Crunchyroll is all the anime reviews.
I know. It's
That
like, let's
doesn't-
go.
I'm like, we knew it.
We know what's good. We know what's good.
But Mashle Magic and Muscles was incredible. First of all, this was a great episode for Dot. Dot was just a star in majority of this episode for me.
Goodness, yeah.
Minus the fighting. He didn't fight, but he's like, I didn't even get a chance to fight. And then when he comes back, just like, he's like, how he's like acting as a news story. He's like, what does MVP have to say about, like, I was like, Dot, you are amazing.
He is truly spectacular.
And then when he was like trying to hit on Lemon, he's like, what about me? And they're like dancing in a field for no.
And he was just like, is there any chance? Never! Why?
Finn's just like, I want to go home.
I know, Finn hates being there so
First,
much.
like, Mash is like just looking up and he's like, what are arms for? To pick up dumbbells. What are legs
my
for?
God.
And then what is Dot? Like, Dot's like doing something behind him, like playing like a song or something.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, it's something like
Finn's
that.
like, he's talking to no
He's
one.
like, why did it get so serious in here? What is this?
And then it cuts to Lemon. She's like, am I the emotional baggage or something? And Finn's just like,
I know.
These morons.
These morons that keep me alive somehow. It's amazing. I don't know how to feel about that. What are they called? Canes? Or
They're Canes.
Canes, yeah. Or the Magic Supreme.
Divine
Visionary. That's what it is. Not
but they are
Magic
Canes.
Supremes.
They are Canes.
Yeah, the Canes. I don't know how to feel about that guy.
I like him.
I think he's chill, but he could be not chill. I'm a little confused on it. Like, I don't know.
The only reason I think he's chill is because he's one of the few super powerful magical people who doesn't dislike Mash for not having magic.
I guess that's a good point.
He just
yeah.
is like, he's interesting.
That's a good point.
And he did hold back a punch, which I do think, like, I he's really like, this kid's an idiot, because Mash was just gonna take that sword straight to the dome.
I know.
And he's like, I can't believe he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
First of all, another cool sword.
I know
that thing was cool.
That thing was sick.
When he pulled it out, I was like, I made Dot's face stop. I was like,
oh my god, these flames will burn anything they touch.
I love Dot and Finn. We're like, nah. Like, maybe you shouldn't do this. Mash is like, Mash is like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I know. They're like, yeah, man, bro, no, don't deal with this one. That was great. The game they played,
was awesome.
the way he was doing magic. I love their casual magic in here sometimes, where they're just doing like all that stuff with like the
like it's just like a simple spell.
Yeah. Technically, I think whatever Dot, like not his changing spaces magic, but when he shot
Finn.
No, Finn, yeah, sorry. When the changing spaces magic, that's unique. But he did one of those when he was in his fight an episode ago. I think he shot like some basic purple magic.
Yeah,
and we saw what's they name use. The music guy, he used it.
Margaret,
that was the same spell.
Margaret.
Music, Baldy.
Margaret. I think it's like Macone or something.
Macrone.
It's Margaret, that's all I know.
Anyways, because they used it too, right, in that attack. Because like it was stronger.
And they even said in the crowd, like, oh, those
ordinary offensive magic
which,
from Frieren.
I love the way Mash dodged it by running backwards so fast that it's faster than this, so he could get away from it.
I really do enjoy this show. The way they do this is that every time Mash does something, I'm like, that's insane. I should have saw it coming.
I know,
it's the simplest stuff. I'm just going to
true.
run faster than the thing.
It's so true.
The only thing that was complex this episode was the one where I'm going to rip the freaking circle out of the ground and not even shatter somehow.
I know.
Like,
that's
that was
so true. I didn't even think. Yeah, that's such a good point. I'm just like, oh, how did Mash get out of this? It's like, why do I just think it's like, oh, he just ran.
Always the simplest thing.
I don't know how Margaret there, or music dude, survived.
Yeah, that was weird.
I do like the way, I thought I was gonna hate like them fighting. I do like the way they're fighting.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's like, instead of like, I don't know, and they definitely have respect for Mash.
Oh yeah,
which I like.
Everyone called him a monster. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be confusing as hell.
I'm pretty sure he's a he.
No, they call him they.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
They call they.
Oh.
That's gonna be fun.
But
they do, because
I was just thinking, it's just that, maybe just think of just one funny thing is that so many people in the show, including his friends, were always like, Mash Birdhead, and I'm like, why do you have to say his entire name?
I know.
They say his full name
every single time. I mean, they say that for all the characters. Yeah, that's their whole thing.
I guess if you do that in your world, it'd be totally normal.
I mean, because like, for us, it makes sense because you have like a million John Smiths out there.
Yeah.
But for them, even though these names are all unique, like, there's no one else like Dot in the world, but they still use Dot Barrett.
Yeah.
It's the same idea, but actually badly because it's anime.
What's Lemon's last name?
I have no idea. Lemonhead. This was the first time Lemon's been in the show in a hot second.
I
Like,
love
really in
Lemon.
the show in a hot
They
second.
have to bring her more in the show more.
I think they will after this tournament.
Yeah, they just have to bring the crew in the show more, obviously.
Because Lance is here and he really hasn't done anything either.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the show a lot either.
Yeah.
You're right.
I really did, and I liked that it actually had to fight him too. That was a nice, that was a fresh breath of fresh air. Just like one team had to get eliminated, and it was the random team, the red team.
First of all, that oh my god, we gotta talk about. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the fight for two reasons. One, what stupid magic. They're like wolf stone magic or whatever. The one block was just like a silver.
It was a stone wall with some poor wolves stuck in it. That's what it was.
I know.
It was like.
And a little shout out to Sound of Music in Mashle.
Oh yeah.
When he's like, "You guys are Ray, like a drop of golden sun." I was like, "Hey."
I do like how they see the world. Margaret sees the world. I do like that because that's like that's a cool tiering system. I really thought I was gonna hate this character, and I still do on a level. I still do on a level because he's fucking weird.
He's super weird.
But it's like,
I mean, even like his little lackeys are like, ugh,
yeah, exactly, yeah. But it's a great character.
It is a great character.
It's like it just like the way it sees the way they see the world. The way I'm gonna say I can't do it. The way he sees the world. The way that he casts is cool. Like the sound the music magic has grown on me. I thought it was animated stupidly initially, and now it's great.
I thought it was cool, like the Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti, whatever. Like how it's going bars up, like, and that's how he judges like
the level. Yeah, it's a
and
great way to see.
I was
the
like,
world.
well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like actually like when the fight started and like they kind of started fighting. I was like, no. Wait till next week.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I don't know. I want to watch this.
I want to watch the whole fight. Yeah.
So when they kept talking, I was like, yeah, keep talking.
Keep doing that. I really did like too how apparently like this was gonna be it wasn't gonna be a nothing character, but I really when they were introduced, I really thought Margaret was just gonna be that character that Mash is gonna kick the crap out of, and he might still do that. Mm-hmm. But like that's sort of what the Kane was asking him to do and all this stuff, and it's turned into an amazing character. Like I'm happy to watch it. Yeah. When he had the scene where he was, I'm putting fish on my tartar sauce or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was hilarious.
What?
Yeah, he's like, there's a lot of tartar sauce for your shrimp to Thursday. He's like, no, this is a means to get tartar sauce. And even Mash is like, what?
Yeah, and they had that whole spiel where it's like, oh no, the crazier they are, though, like
I love that line because I love Daco's. He's like, this is completely biased, but he's like, the crazier are, the more powerful,
the stronger they are.
I just love he pointed that out. He's like, this is completely biased. But
oh my god, that crew is so good.
Yeah, no, they are so good.
So I'm pumped for next episode. I'm pumped to see how Margaret can just friggin' tank this insane spine smasher spell of Mashes.
I don't know. Oh yeah, he called it like it's like spine.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. It's
he's like spine magic.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see how that goes.
Also, like, what did Mash say? He said something about he's like Michael thinks this or something. And Finn's like, who? And he's like, oh, your pecs.
Yep. Yeah, that was good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's great. I can't wait for next week for all these anime, honestly.
Good. Let's go. And
then on to the second to last anime, Frieren.
Yes.
There's actually there is a full name to this.
Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Thank you. Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Amazing name.
Amazing name. And an amazing episode.
That squad is fucked. They got no shot.
Yep.
If they win, it's a load of bullshit. I'm not going to lie.
Cool.
Yes.
The only reason I think they possibly could win
is
what I'm thinking is that she's too powerful.
Maybe.
That, like, it can't capture all of her abilities. Like
that could be possible.
She's like
that could be possible.
Like it could be a perfect clone of her, and it's like she's too powerful. Like
that's possible.
It could not make a clone.
That's
of her.
really possible. I know this show is setting it up so they beat the replica, so then actually they beat the real Frieren. Because that's like that. She's the goal. Like Draken is his name, right? Draken is that his name. Draken
or Draken. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I think it's
his whole. Obviously, she's like, if you want to become a great mage, she's the pinnacle for him. He gets that. It's like, oh, she's better than all of us, in every single way. But
except for mimics.
Except for who?
Mimics.
That's amazing. We'll talk about it in one second, but I want to finish this thought. The show is setting it up that this team's gonna be able to beat her because she mentioned episode 2, 3, 4 ago that like she's been beaten 11 times in her life, and all by several by humans and all that stuff because they just thought better than her, and they're trying to push that with Decken.
Dekken.
Is that it?
Dekken.
Dekken.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna look it up, but I think you're right.
They keep trying to push that with him. Like he's really smart with his magic and really pragmatic guy. And he's like, you're supposed to like him and all this stuff. So they're pushing that he's gonna be able to like outthink Frieren essentially, which he might be able to do with this replica. Because I don't know, because it seems like his replicas lack personality, which. Now that Frieren is a font of personality,
he did say they act just like the other person.
They with their movements and everything, yes, but like I don't know if that applies to their exact like
Denken.
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 Denken. Denken. I'm gonna say Denken. Yeah.
Denken. Okay.
Denken. Yes, they do. Like they have all their movements. They still do everything. But like, do they have the ingenuity that the same people do? Because like. We only saw it with the one teleporty girl, and her attack style is kind of not super complex. So, like, could it be...
Well, he did say that it probably holds other memories, so they wouldn't have...
Correct, yes, but, like...
knowledge and stuff
maybe,
like
yeah.
that.
So I'm still just questioning if we can, like, actually pull the ingenuity out of personality.
I think I totally agree with you that they're setting it up for, like, they're going to fight her, and I think it's going to be one of those things where she might get outsmarted by, like, a human, and then that's when Fern comes in.
Yeah, that'd be kind of good.
And like Fern, also being human, is like, of course you wouldn't think like this. And then,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then it gives
Fern should know our weaknesses.
Yeah, and gives Fern the
Dude,
time to shine.
maybe they just gotta find a mimic and just put it in the room. That's how I win. Because that sequence was amazing.
That was
this has been a running joke in the show, the mimic thing, and it's amazing. It's my favorite joke in the show, I think.
Hilarious. I love when Denkin's like, he's like, I mean, I imagine no one who could fall for a mimic would be in this test. And then shows her, she's like, this could be a book in here. And I like Fern, she's like, we did the magic test. It's not. And you know it's a mimic. And she's like, but it's only 99%. First of all, I thought I'd hate that little girl.
Sense.
Yeah. I thought I'd hate her. She's really cool, actually.
She's awesome, yeah.
Hair magic, unnecessary. Always.
I want to see what it does.
It's always terrible. Hair magic
might be cool in this one, though.
Hair magic is always stupid.
Okay.
It's weird. But the golem thing, first of all, that was cool.
That was awesome.
I was glad we got to see it.
Yeah,
that was super.
On the rando sacrificial girl they put
that
in there.
That scene was sick.
That was awesome.
When it popped up and it like stopped it.
Nope. You're not dying here.
Like, this thing's cool.
These are what a great idea for a Magic World too. It's like especially when you have a world where it's like, oh, we have adventurers that just go and do dumb shit all the time. Let's give them a way to maybe survive.
A failsafe. I do like, though, I don't like the foreshadowing of like, oh, they're not 100%, so, you know, it's like, well, that's going to backfire.
Yeah.
And it's going to backfire on the two girls, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Why would you
Who went by themselves like a bunch of morons.
Which you did not get through that test on your own, you two.
No.
You at Frieren literally coached you through it. And then you idiots had us like, oh, we're going to do it by ourselves. At least go with Frieren.
I know. Like that's what I was thinking.
You watched her blow up. I mean, I guess they didn't watch her do it. So
they know she did it, though.
Did she tell them that?
Yes.
Did she? Okay, cool. Then they're dumb as fuck. She blew up a shield cast by one of the strongest mages in the entire world.
I know, yeah. The one who has all the
knowledge that trained
ever.
Freeren's master.
Yeah,
and she broke it.
I know.
It's like, why would you? I would grab onto Frieren and I would never let her go.
I know.
I'm just like, I'm part of your party now forever. I will follow you everywhere. I don't care. I don't care that sounds stalkerish. She is a freaking walking nuke.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true.
I want to stay safe.
I do like how the test was designed too. Is like anybody who makes it to the bottom, encourage them not to fight each other because you shouldn't go against each other because it's like anybody can make it. So
and once again, part of this test is like a lot of these people want to become this. Is it called A class or first class? It's first class, right?
First class mage.
First class mage, so they can go out and travel in dangerous areas.
Yeah.
If you go out and travel in dangerous areas, you're usually fighting monsters, not other people. You're usually trying to work with other people to do stuff.
Usually in a party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sense makes sense.
I like that, and I like how she was like, I'm going to go with you guys. You seem like you're going to be the safest route there. I was like, my first thought was like, oh, they're going to get to the bottom.
Oh, yes, for sure.
I was like, guaranteed not safest.
Yes. No.
Of course, and I love the whole story with Himmel.
That flashback, I don't know, that might be up there with one of my favorite flashbacks ever.
I do love it. I love just when Himmel just at the end, he's like, maybe there's some grimoires. And she's like, why are we still waiting here?
That was amazing. That was so good. I love his philosophy around it too and all that stuff. I don't know. A gamer, I feel that. Like, as a D&D player, most of my characters just want to get out of the dungeon as fast as possible. But as a D&D player, I have like characters that's like, I want to see it all. Yeah. Like, I want to see the entire dungeon. My video game player is like, I got to clear the whole dungeon and all that stuff. Like, D&D, I like the way he thinks.
Yeah, if D&D you could actually see the entire dungeon, you would try to go clear. You would try to go over. But in D&D, like you're like, if you're just,
I'm just trying to live.
Yeah.
But yeah, that cutscene was amazing. It's like, why are we still here? Let's go.
Let's go. I love that. And then
she's a book junkie.
I also love when she gets stuck in the mimic and Fern's trying to pull her out, and Sense is like, did I pick the wrong people?
I know. That's how good Frieren is. That even like when you think she's the strongest mage, she make you think that she's not. You know, she's playing mind
I don't think
games
that's
with
what
you.
her goal was.
Nope, not at all. She's dumb as fuck.
I
dude.
love her with her like crappy items. She's just like,
I know.
But I like
junk.
Sense pointing out to Fern. She's like, you are a very powerful mage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Fern does the exact thing that Frieren was taught. Why can't I remember her master's name?
It's I do know it. It's Flamma.
Oh, yep. She did the same thing. She didn't cover up her magic as well. Like she covered up her sense as well, but she looks badass as shit.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But Fern is like the pinnacle of like looking like you just don't look like you can do
That's
anything.
true. It was also interesting to see what Sense pointed out. It's like I don't see any passion from you for this, and Fern kind of said like I kind of don't because like I fulfilled my goal, but like it's fun traveling with Frieren. It's like, all right, that's cool, Fern, but you cast insanely powerful magic and are really good at it. Maybe just say it's fun to do. Like maybe have a little passion. Like if Fern had passion in what she was doing, maybe she'd be like even better than Frieren.
Maybe, yeah.
Because like Fern's kind of doing this like I think I pointed out whenever she goes into battle, she like gets that like dead look in her face and all that stuff. Maybe because she's actually like, this is whatever.
I think she's just copying Frieren because that's how Frieren.
Maybe that's
exactly.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
And when Himmel took her along, she was just like, okay. And like at first she was like, no, but then like when she was on the journey with them, she was just like, okay, let's.
That's a good point, I guess. All right, I retract my statement about Fern.
Yeah. So I think she's just acting exactly how Frieren acts. And
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
We'll see. But I think that will change. Because she's a human and she has limited time.
That's true. Yeah, she will get older in this show, which is gonna be there's some crazy next seasons.
Yeah, I miss the priest.
I know. I want him back. So it was such a short-lived time.
I know. But yeah, this is such a cool concept. Like the dungeon has been awesome. Yeah. It's been so cool. This show's amazing.
Yeah, I want all of it. I can't wait to see. I was when they cut on this one, I was so pissed. I was so pissed.
The
like,
music,
are you kidding me?
Too, when she was floating, the copy was floating. I was like,
I'm always a big fan of when they give the characters that need respect. Like Denkin was there, and most of the party there was too. It's like, crap. Yeah. We can't do this. Denkin was like, yeah. If this wasn't a test, I would have bailed already.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that was awesome.
That is so smart because I would have bailed. I would have got out there.
Line.
It's like, oh, I don't want to die to this thing. She's gonna kill me.
Yeah, sick line.
She beat me like it was nothing.
Also, a big fan of that. The other mage they have with them, the older woman there. Not older, but she's,
yeah. She's cool.
Like around our age.
Yeah,
she looks nice.
Yeah, she does. Yes, she looks very nice. Yes.
But yeah, it's great. And then on to the last anime. Spoiler alert: One Piece.
Yeah, Egghead arc.
Whew. I love the show.
I thought I was gonna be more furious that they cut away back to the gang, the crew, but I'm still mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm still mad.
Yeah.
I'm still in a furious rage and want to strangle the
What's
great
gonna
Oda.
happen to Law?
Exactly, because I love that man. But this episode was hilarious. So it was so good.
Absolutely.
It was so good.
Kid Jinbei.
Oh my goodness,
I
that
love
was
Kid
great.
Jinbei.
Old man Luffy.
Hilarious too.
Old man Chopper too. I was like, I loved it.
Yeah,
it was so good. Bonnie picked the worst time to do that.
I know. Yeah.
Also, like, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know what pacifista are. Maybe she doesn't and all that stuff.
She definitely does.
She definitely does.
She's part of the worst generation.
She's being dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
That's not Kuma. That's a robot. That's not even a cyborg. It's a robot.
I know.
It looks sort of like your dad. Sure.
Yeah, I know.
I was when she did that, I was like, it was hilarious. But I was like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It worked out perfectly.
Well, it did, but they could have blown it. They probably could. I mean, they're saying, yes, Jinbei and Luffy were saying, like, oh, yeah, it's here on Egghead, so it's probably stronger than the pacifista we know. Classic anime, I was like, yeah, this villain you fought before is now stronger. Remember when Luffy 400 episodes ago just, like, kicked the shit out of a pacifista like it was nothing? Like, come on, let's do that again. But still.
I think he could have done that with this one.
I think he could have beat it. It wouldn't be like they did last time, though.
Not like that, but I think him and Jinbei definitely could have handled it.
Yeah, for sure. They're the freaking, one's a warlord of the sea.
Yeah, they definitely could have. Sure. One's an emperor of the sea.
Yeah, one's an emperor of the sea. Yeah.
But that was really funny. There's also a lightsaber now. That's always cool.
That was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be really if I was Strauss, I'd be really mad at Trell and Bonnie right now. I'd be like, you bitch. You have screwed us around 2 corners now and you're trying to hit me with a lightsaber.
When she screwed him the other time.
I meant the lightsaber, sorry. She screwed him, turned him into kids, and then she tried to kill him with a lightsaber. Well, Luffy was an old man.
I know, you could barely move.
It's like, you bitch.
Yeah, but Kid Jinbei, I don't know, just kept cracking me up.
Jinbei, I love it's
just cracking me up.
Classic Japanese thing too. If you're young in Japan, you have blonde hair, you're a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, I know. That's what Jinbei was a ne'er-do-well.
He had blonde hair. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I love it though.
I did love that. And then the other crew gets their whole alpha chain. I'm interested why Zoro and Brook stayed back. Interesting.
What was their comment? It was like, "Oh yeah, what happens when they get stuck? We have to go save them."
Yeah, or like, yeah.
I mean, that was his thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and like to protect the ship, and then of course the mud guy's there, and I love Zoro's like, all right, see you later.
Yeah.
And he's like,
thanks for helping out, Captain. Get off.
yeah, I love that. Then you get the outfit change, and obviously Robin's outfit leaves nothing to desire.
Facts, yeah.
Neither does.
I did like your comment though. It's like I can really kill people with this.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, thank. Neither does Nami's or Julia Bonnie's, to be completely honest.
Facts.
But,
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
But I did one line I love is when Sanji's like, I mean, this is just a Hawaiian shirt.
I know.
That cracked me up. He's like, okay, I mean, this is just his outfit sucks. The Hawaiian shirts suck.
Yeah. No.
His like has like a hood.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. They're not good.
That's weird.
I was a little disappointed at that one. I was like,
yeah. Well, if you even watched the opening yet, and if you want to avoid spoilers, you definitely should. But
I definitely do.
There's one scene, and so I watched a video and it pointed it out. There's one scene where it's like all the Straw Hats in their new outfits, like walking along next to each other, and Luffy does something with his boots and shoots off in the air. But one of the little things, one little details, is like Sanji's bitching about his Hawaiian shirt, and Nami says he looks good in it, and he's like, "Oh, this is a great shirt, then. It's so cool."
No, that's gonna be hilarious.
Good,
I love how he tries to go with them.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's like, obviously, I have to go with them to protect them. Blah blah blah. All that giant. Frankie's outfit looks ridiculous.
I love their comment where it's like, "Hey, even if you have clothes on, you're still a pervert."
Yeah. And he's like, thanks. I was like, Jesus guy.
I love Frankie.
Lilith walk. I like the little portal things walk through. The ending was absolutely nuts. This Jimbei pacifista.
That's going to be nuts.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Thank God Sanji went with them. Thank God Sanji and Robin were there.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do it, though, because think about it. So, A, it's the size of Jinbei. It's not like a kid Jinbei. It's the size of Jinbei, which is nuts. It's got Lumerian, or whatever the hell King's thing was in him. So, it's can't be hurt while it has this flame on. Jinbei's whole thing is that he has Fishman Karate, which I'm guessing this thing does, too.
Oh, 100%. So, it had the webs and everything.
We're talking about an invincible Fishman Karate size Jinbei thing.
Yeah. And I don't know if you watch preview for next week. Sanji got rocked.
Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, so, that thing's gonna beat.
Which if Sanji gets rocked immediately, it's like, well,
yep,
you're all screwed.
You got no shot, guys. I know.
This is why Zoro didn't go.
Ah, yes,
because Zoro would have just been like,
yeah,
you're dead.
Also, what D-bags were just like, we're just gonna walk you into this room.
Yeah, that was a freaking
Edison.
That was Edison and Lilith.
Lilith, yeah.
And then what was that whole thing
with Dragon and the coolest looking Vegapunk? I don't know.
Nice guy,
maybe. Who knows?
No, he's nice.
Maybe he was. I guess he's the one who saved him. Yeah.
He's the one who stopped them from it. And he's like, "I'm going to be dead." I was like, "What the hell?"
Well, because the plan is that fucking somehow CP0. This is another thing they're doing in the episode where it's like, oh, the pacifistas are gonna be stronger. Now CP0 is gonna be stronger somehow too. They're gonna come and try and kill him.
Everyone gets a power.
Everyone gets a power up because they couldn't just keep their they just couldn't
just stay dead.
Stay at Enos lobby where you belong in the weakest part of the world. There,
yeah, just stay dead.
Go to the East Blue, CP0.
Yeah, so
you'll feel good there. I hate CP0.
Yeah, I hate him too. And Rob Lucci. I've always hated Rob Lucci. He's just a smug.
He's a douche.
He's a smug person. He's just smug.
Yeah.
He's smug. He's smug. He thinks he's better than everyone, and he's not.
Yeah.
And now his goatee's a clock. That's so stupid.
That's really dumb.
But yeah, I know Dragon was talking to him. I'm like, what? I was talking to Alex at work about this, and I was like, you'd think when Wano ends, you're like, all right, we're gonna have like 10 to 15 episodes of chilling, and it's like, nope, we're just doubling down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's. You think about it, how much story of the world did we actually get out of Wano? We got the Wano storyline and Luffy and Luffy.
That was mainly what it was all about.
Yeah, Luffy, exactly. Yeah. So think about that. That was like, what? That was like 100 and something episodes.
There's 185.
So in reality, the story of the world's been on pause for 180 episodes. So it's like now we're back in the world, guys. Now we get to go do stuff. Let's go.
I'm just interested to see why Dragon was communicating with Vegapunk.
Yeah, one of the Vegapunks.
Yeah, whatever.
Stealth. No, he's a very simple, cool name. It's like Stealth, I think. I don't know.
It's not Stealth.
Maybe it's maybe it's something like that.
Some science thing.
Is it?
They're all sciencey things, kind of, right?
Lilith is not science.
Yeah, but it's like historical.
I guess it's biblical.
Yeah, so historical.
Okay. All right.
First, right? First.
Yeah.
One, I don't even know.
I think it's one, yeah. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Be careful. The guy with the cool mask. We'll look it up later.
I'm looking it up.
All right. He's going for it. He's walking that. He won't watch the opening, but he's going to walk that cold line of, am I going to get spoilers or not? By Googling.
I mean, I already know what Vegapunk looks like, so.
I do too, yes.
Yeah, so. Because when they showed the poster for the arc. They're like,
Vegapunk.
that's what he looks like. And
Yep.
It's like, cool.
All right, neat.
Oh, okay. This actually has them all. Cool. Shaka.
Shaka. Never mind. I was totally wrong. He's the coolest one out of them all.
Oh, yeah. He looks super cool.
Yeah.
There's Shaka. There's Lilith.
Edison.
Atlas.
Oh, yeah. That sounds cool.
Oh, yeah. We haven't met Edison.
Have we not met? It wasn't the girl?
You're talking about the one that like has the horns?
The big girl, yeah.
Yeah, that's Atlas.
Oh, neat.
There's York, who is some girl that looks like Nami, so you know how that's gonna go.
There's a robot one.
Pythagoras.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay.
That's the robot. And then Edison is like a duck.
Alrighty, cool.
Kind of looks like a Chopper or something. Chopper's outfit's the best outfit. Besides maybe Luffy's, but Chopper's is cool.
I think Luffy's the best.
Yeah, Luffy's is probably the best, but then
so
Chopper's
simple.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jinbei's so far is still the worst.
Yeah, they got too much going on there because like
if he just had shorts on, his outfit would be great.
Why did they do that? Why did they not give him shorts and then the weird boot? I don't like him in his boots. Like they should give him like real boots.
Yeah, the boots only look good on like humans.
They do, but even if like no, the boots would look fine if they look like the normal boots. But his are like smaller.
That's true. They are.
They're
smaller,
weird. If they just look like the normal boots, it'd be cool. I don't know what they're doing with that.
It'd be cool if he didn't even have them though. The Jinbei didn't need them. He could still wear his wooden sandals. He's that cool.
He's
that
cool.
cool.
He just hit the boots away like with his fishman karate. Yeah. So next, obviously, next episode is gonna be awesome with this Jinbei Pacifista. I can't wait to learn more about these things because they're pretty much able to embarrass Blackbeard for a little bit there. So I can't wait to see.
Enjoyed.
Yeah, it was great. So I can't wait to see what this thing can do.
Yep. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.